Hello, everybody. Nice to see you today. Hope lots of you join us to talk about Mother Mary and the Angel Mary. One of my favorite subjects because so important and such amazing beings, both of them. And I have had some questions in, not masses of questions. Hi, Freya. You always try to be first, I think. It's lovely to see you. And let's see. Charlotte is next. Nice to see you too. And let's hope lots of people connect with us to talk about Mary. Hello, Alicia. No, you're looking forward to Mother Mary and Angel Mary and Priceless Princess Jewel. Nice to see you too. And Tricia and Melody. Hi. As I say every week, I just love to see the familiar names coming up and saying hello. Hello, Quelly. Hello, and Yanni. Right. Got a couple of stories for you about Mother Mary and that she's been amazing in my life. So look, why don't we, it doesn't feel quite so right to have a dragon card for Mary, but let's just have one anyway. I have a dragon card for tonight. And let's see. Oh, got the Earth Dragon. Now that's interesting. Perhaps they're wanting us to really ground the energies that come through tonight. And of course, the Earth Dragon says, clear your path and the land around you. Stay grounded, be ready to serve, because stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. That's a very interesting one to get right now, because of course, at the moment, we are moving into 2019 with the energy of expansion and literally a clearing of all the stuck stuff around us. So it's like the dragon card, the Earth Dragon is affirming and confirming that this is true. And why don't we, while we wait, have it feels like there's something stuck on here because nobody knew has come on for ages. Then it starts to come in all together. Hi, Judy. Hi, Georgiana and Elena. And we're now going to have a unicorn card for tonight. And of course, Mother Mary works with the unicorns. She was always seen with a unicorn in Atlantis. And whenever I think of Mary, I think about the unicorn energy too. Hi, Siobhan. Hi, Patty. So let's get a unicorn card for tonight. Moving, that's interesting, isn't it? Change is happening. Exactly the same as we got from the dragon card. Hi, Judy. Hi, Katerina. Hi, Barbie. And Aine. And Mandy. And Sal. And hi, Claire. Oh, and Johanna. Right. The unicorn card is moving. It says, change is happening. Be prepared to move physically or spiritually. I thought it said and for a minute, but it says or spiritually. Brilliant. Yeah. Lynn, I love Mother Mary, you say. Absolutely. They're both awesome, awesome, awesome beings. So the dragon card said that it's time for change and movement. The unicorn card said it's time for change and movement. So that's what's going on for us now. Now, there's a message here from, I'm not sure how you pronounce your name. It might be Iona, it might be Lona, or Iona, I'm not sure. Since I was a little girl, I was drawn to Mother Mary, even though I didn't grow up in a religion. I remember at the age of 7, I purchased on a school trip to a church a beautiful picture of Mary, and I don't know why, I kept it above my bed and I used to talk to her. I think a lot of people will resonate with that because her energy is so beautiful. You feel a lot of people feel the connection. Later, I joined to become a Hare Krishna nun, but throughout my life, I consistently felt very comfortable and found the most shelter in the energy of Mary. I have read yours and Tim's Wild book where you talk about her to me, a whole new perspective about Mary. Why are we so drawn to a certain personality? And what does it tell us about ourselves? Well, we're drawn for a number of reasons. One is like attracts like. So if you have got the purity within, and that's not to do with the outer purity, that's to do with the inner purity, then you will automatically be attracted to Mary, because that's an energy she carried. And also, if you either need a lot of love and compassion, or you radiate it yourself, you will be attracted to her. She is also the most awesome being. And so, of course, people are very, very attracted to her. She carries the divine feminine. She radiates it out. Noah, nice to see you from coming in from Syria. So glad you can connect from some of these places, like Yolanda from Sweden. Yeah. Okay. So that's why so many people are connected to Mother Mary. And most people don't actually realize that she is a separate being from the Angel Mary. The Angel Mary is a vast universal angel, and her influence spreads throughout many universes, not just this universe, not just this planet, but throughout lots of universes where she spreads love and compassion. That is her role, and that is the energy that she's pouring in now. So if you connect with her, or you see one of her orbs, it's a beautiful aquamarine color, then that is the energy that's touching you. Now, somebody asked about the name, and of course, Mary comes from water. It means, from the Latin is Mara, French mère, it's, and of course also mother, and it's all to do with her ocean of love, but her connection with water that carries the Christ light. Barbie, in Italy they pray to her to undo knots, and have images of her with a ball of string in knots. She can dissolve and untangle. Never heard that before. They say any difficulties we have, to send as a knot to her to dissolve. I don't hear anything about this in UK-based Christianity, but the Italian Catholic Church are really into this idea. How interesting, and how symbolic that if we have a knotty problem in our life, a knotty relationship, we're tangled in something, we symbolically send it to her as a knot and ask her to untangle it for us. And yeah, how fabulous. What a good idea. Oh, bless you, Georgiana. Yes, unicorns and Mary are absolutely like this in that knot, because you always see Mary with a unicorn. It's because her energy is very high and beautiful and pure, as is the unicorn energy. And so they are a natural attraction to each other. Someone is saying, Anne from Denmark says, I'm trying to start up a practice with healing and clairvoyance. I have so many visions about this, but I'm also a bit scared and nervous. And I'd love to know if the universe supports me in this. I feel like my soul is calling, but I feel a bit stuck. I would love to hear about what I can do to get some clarity about this. Very interesting, because all the cards and the energy of the year is about moving forward. Let's just take a quick unicorn card and see if the unicorns have anything from their perspective to say about you. You've got Archangel Gabriel, and he says, call in the pure white light. Now, if you ever need clarity about something, you sit quietly and you talk to Gabriel. He will help you to find the clarity that you need to move forward. So if you've had some stuckness, I think all the messages coming through from you today, and anybody else that's asking a similar question, is just ask and it's going to be cleared now. Oh yeah, Katie says you've always been drawn to unicorns and Mary, and Katerina, you drew pictures of Mary before Christmas, and Rose, scent of roses filled the room. How special, because of course Mary does carry the scent of roses, just as Kuan Yin in the East carries the scent of the lily. So if you see, smell a rose, it's Mother Mary's energy or the Angel Mary's energy around you. Okay, oh, thank you, Iona, Luna, I'm not sure how you pronounce that name, your response. And Jamalee from Vancouver. Right. Let me tell you a story about Mary, about Mother Mary, because at that time I didn't know about the Angel Mary. When my daughter was little, one of my daughters, when she was 10 weeks old, she had meningitis, and she was critically ill for a long time. We were told she was a vegetable, that there was no response from her at all. But gradually she made a full recovery. And she must have been in her 20s, and I was giving her some healing. And Mother Mary stepped into the room, and she said to me that when my daughter was a baby, because she was in hospital for a month, she didn't get the protection of the blue energy that's in a mother's aura when she's had a baby. This is Mary's energy. And because she missed out on that, it affected her. And that she was now putting that energy into her aura. And all mothers, when they've had a baby, they carry this blue Mary energy, which is used to protect and help the baby. And she said, tell everybody you can that if they've been apart from their baby at all, or the baby's had a shock or a trauma, call her, Mother Mary, to put her blue light into their aura so that the baby's aura is sealed. What it does, it means that when they grow up, that baby energy is not complete, is not healed. And so there's an aspect of them stuck in that baby energy, and that needs to be cleared and healed. So what Londa says, what's the difference between Mother Mary, the Holy Mother, and the Divine Mother? They're the same. Absolutely the same. Mother Mary, who gave birth to Jesus, was Isis in Atlantis. She was Isis in Egypt. She'd already gone through the process of giving virgin birth to Horus in Egypt. She was a highly, highly, highly evolved being. She was very carefully chosen to be the mother of Jesus. And she was so pure that when she was little, she wasn't allowed to put her feet on the ground until she was 4 years old. She always had to walk on the cloth to symbolize her absolute purity, that she mustn't be contaminated with earth. There were many, many stories about the miracles she performed, how extraordinary a being she was to come in, to incarnate and give birth to Jesus. She wasn't just some little maiden. She was an amazing, highly trained Essene and initiate, and her previous incarnations had all been absolutely extraordinary when she brought very, very high frequency energy in. So when you talk about Mother Mary, you are talking about a being of the greatest love and compassion. And of course, she has been to earth. She has gone through life. She has undergone all the trials and tribulations that we all go through. She understands and has huge amounts of compassion. And Price's Princess Jewel says she literally calls her and keeps her safe lots of times. Thank you for sharing that. And Sharon says, lovely idea about the knot and sending it to be resolved. Absolutely. Putting your problem into the knot and then asking Mary or Archangel Mary to resolve it is a fabulous idea. So, and another story I have about Mary, this is, wow, amazing to me. She looks after children. If you ask her to help a child or even your adult child, because you're a mother, she will help. She is just awesome. And this was, about 15 years ago, I suppose. And I had just moved to a new area. My son phoned up and he was in humanitarian aid. He'd been to Afghanistan 3 times. He'd been captured by, or he'd not been captured by, but he'd had dealings with the Taliban. He'd had a gun put to his head. He'd had all sorts of awful things happened. And he phoned up and he said, "Mum, I've been posted to Afghanistan again." And I just had that awful feeling. And I just thought, oh no, this time it isn't right. Never worried about it before. And I phoned him back and I said, "Can you do anything about it? Can you get out of it?" I phoned some friends up, that's right, and asked them what they got. And they all said, "Oh, no, very bad feeling, going to be captured. It's going to be really, really awful. If you can get him out of it, get him out of it." So I said to him, "If you can get out of it, please do." And he said, "Mum, you've never asked me anything like that before. I'll see what I can do." And we phoned back and he said, contract had been signed. He had to go the next day. That was it. And he asked me if I could find out as much as possible psychically about what was going to happen, and he'd be extra vigilant. I put the phone down and I thought, that's not good enough. And I went to this hilltop. I had no idea it was connected with Mother Mary. And I stood on the hilltop. There was nobody around. And I said, "Mother Mary, I am asking you to look after my son. Please, please get him out of this contract. And if you can't, protect him." I said, "I'm not asking you as an angel worker. I am asking you, mother to mother, please get my son out of this." When I got home, about a few hours later, he phoned and said, "The trip's been cancelled." Thank you, Mary. Absolutely 100% thank you. And I found out afterwards I was standing on the exact crossing point of the Mary Michael line that runs through that area. And I've always felt grateful obligated to Mary after that. She was just simply amazing. And she responded to request mother to mother. And it's really amazing to me what she can do, and especially with children, and especially with your children. Sorry, I managed to press something and it's gone. Okay, and Alicia says that Archangel Gabriel's been present in her life these last days, every day, and she listens and reads something from him. Yeah, and of course, Gabriel and Mary also work together, and that's really beautiful too. And Georgiana says her mother loved Mary and she also loved roses. Yeah, there is a connection. Oh, Katie says it's snowing where she is, and she went outside and took a deep breath and smelled honeysuckle. And there's no honeysuckle around. Well, it's that sweet, sweet flower scent that you are getting. So it's obviously an angelic connection. Okay, Carol says, how do you clear and heal the lack of blue energy? Okay, let's do it now. Everybody could do with a bit more. And it can be any color that comes into you, from the deepish blue of Mary to the aquamarine, very light. Oh my goodness me. Your daughters were 3 weeks in a warm room in the hospital and abducted from 13 months to almost 4. After 3 years of courts, I got them back. Will they have from 13 months. Well, that baby period lasts for 2 years. So I guess that they may still be missing missing some of the blue energy, Nikki. And so just put it round them now. Let's just close our eyes and invoke Mother Mary, the beautiful, divine Mother. What we're asking for is for you to place your beautiful blue energy around us. Breathe it in. And then deep in the center of yourself, where you hold your baby energy, just ask Mother Mary to touch and enfold that inner baby self in beautiful, soft blue, totally surrounding, healing, protecting the baby self. And then, for anybody you know who either had a sibling who's less than 2 years between you, because if you've got a sibling less than 2 years younger than you, you've missed out on your complete babyhood experience because someone else stepped into it. And just ask Mary to place her blue light around all of those beings, however old they are, to heal and complete their babyhood experience. It's really good if you could picture them as a baby or small child, but it doesn't matter. Mother Mary and her angels will place the energy exactly where it's needed. Okay, as we're doing this, the unicorns have come in who are always with Mary, and they are just adding a shaft of light, their blessings, to anything that you have just done. So just relax. Receive a shower of their blessings. So it's very simple. All you have to do is ask her and just picture that blue light going around you and absolutely know that it's doing exactly what it needs to do for you. Yeah, Jamali, you call on her to heal your grandchildren. That's great. You can send it to hospitals where there are lots of children, especially premature babies. All of those, mine were all early, especially my very first one, and they miss out on the Mary Blue. Yvette, okay, the Mother Mary Blue. If you have a sibling who's less than 2 years younger than you, then you haven't completed your babyhood, which is 2 years. And so you might have missed out on some of her blue protection. Also, if you're separated as a child from your mother, or you have a child that was separated from you in that 2-year period, they may not have their complete blue protection from the mother. And Mary steps in and gives it to you. So you never, ever have to totally lose out. Right, Lisa says, you're always told that Mother Mary is near you. For the last 5 years, you had a great heart healing from her and Archangel Raphael from listening. Oh, to your CD on Archangel Raphael. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, Lynn, yeah. Oh my God, that makes me cry. So Angel Mary got your son out of that. Yeah, she did it. Absolutely. Absolutely did it. You know, Nick, you said you wish you knew about the Blue Aura when you left your daughter at 3 months to do a 6-month tour of Ireland. It's never too late. You can always ask her to go back into that time and help fill her with that blue aura. Time is our imagination, but in the third dimension, time goes very slowly. When we're up here, everything happens in the same instant. This is how we can heal past lives. You heal that life and the energy comes forward and heals now. So you can heal the baby. Yeah, Levi, you ask her to take care of all the children in the world. Every single prayer we send out makes a difference. Every energy we send out can heal and touch people now. And don't forget, the angels cannot do anything unless we ask. So if you know that there are children suffering somewhere, ask, and your thoughts create the rainbow bridge that enabled the angels to go to that child or that person or that sick person or whatever it is. Right. Could I say anything about the connection with Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and the sea, also with Isis? Okay, I think I've answered some of that already, Natalie. Both Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene were high initiates, misunderstood, and not, we didn't recognize, and people put out false stories about Mary Magdalene and even about Mother Mary, people about the virgin birth who do not understand. And of course, with Mother Mary and the virgin birth, you cannot understand until you are fully fifth dimensional. It doesn't make sense. Then when you reach a high enough frequency, you can understand. And Mary Magdalene, she, as I say, was a very high initiate, and she was a friend of Mother Mary. She later married Jesus when he came down from the cross and traveled. And Isis was a previous incarnation of Mother Mary. And so they are all on that Mary frequency, which is fabulous. And Marianne says, I've been told many times I have angels around me, and I know it's true because of outcomes that have happened to her. How can you feel their presence around you? Your mother named you after the Blessed Virgin Mary, and her mother's name put together, Mary Ann. You're very honored and blessed with both their names. How fabulous. I mean, just think, if you're named Mary, then you have chosen that name vibration and imparted it to your mother. It's the child that chooses the name, the incoming soul that chooses the name and telepathically imparts it to the parent, usually the mother, because they're more close to the incoming baby, and they then give the child the name that the child has chosen. And so if you chose to be on that Mary vibration, it's because you've got a connection with her. And in places where her energy is very strong, children who are on that frequency incarnate. Hence, it was a very popular name in Ireland because so many people were on that Mary vibration in that place at that time. So here's another one. When do you specifically ask Mother Mary for help? Well, when she brings in loving compassion And so if you need love, healing, compassion, ask her. She particularly helps women and children. That is her role. But of course, she will also help men if they ask and if they need it. But she does love children. I remember once in my old house, a child came in with my energy from the woods, and it was a stuck child, a stuck soul. And she was a little girl, and she ran into my Metatron room, into a pyramid I had there then. Couldn't get her to come out at all. And in the end, I was with a friend, and we called Mother Mary in. And we created a shaft of light of Mother Mary's energy, and the child, or the stuck soul, just came straight out of the pyramid and up that shaft of light to Mother Mary. She felt immediately totally safe with her. So you can ask her for any help that that is needed with her. Oh, here's one. I don't know if I wrote it. I think it came from Lynn. 2004, I went on a pilgrimage to Medjugorje, and when I went up one of the mountains to pray at a statue of Mother Mary, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this brilliant, bright light appeared in the sky. It was like a spotlight that shone down on me. It stayed on me until I finished my prayers and then slowly descended and disappeared. Do you know if it was the angel Mary or Mother Mary who touched me that day? I will never forget this experience. Wow, I am sure you never will forget that experience, Lynn. You sent me a photograph of you at the statue, or of the statue. And you know, that light feels to me as if it was Mother Mary and Angel Mary together, working together to give you what you needed at that time in response to your prayers. And it is extraordinary how these things are happening so much all the time. So, Our Lady of Lourdes in France, was that also Mother Mary? Yes. If you go to Lourdes, that's where her retreat is. And if you go there, and it's also where the Angel Mary comes through, the retreat of the Angel Marys in the same place. And if you go there, you can feel her energy. Tanya, funny, this morning I received Mary intuitively, and you were needed in your workplace. Yes, she will come to you and give you messages and help you and heal you. And Maggie says, the light feels intense and immense. Blue heart healing. Right. Why don't we just ask her to touch our heart chakras and give our hearts the healing? Because we all need it. We're all human. We've all got all sorts of stuck stuff in us. And you know, she is so compassionate, so loving. And then we can ask the Angel Mary to come in and enfold us and see how it feels. So why don't you close your eyes again? Take a deep breath and really center yourself. If you can, put your feet on the floor so that you're totally grounded. And if not, just send roots down, down into your Earth Star chakra under your feet. And then let's just call in the Angel Mary, the vast universal Angel Mary, and ask her to come and touch you in her aquamarine, palest aquamarine light, and ask her to place her wings all around you and enfold you so that you're safe, loved, receive healing from the highest love. Know that she is bringing the Christ light to you. And is whispering guidance or a message to you. And she is still remaining there as Mother Mary steps in a deeper blue. And Mother Mary is standing in front of you, holding your hands. And she is looking at you with deep blue eyes. And her eyes are full of love, compassion, and healing. She totally understands what you have gone through and are going through. She says, trust me. And the love, she's moving her hands to your heart center. And she is touching you now with pure, pure love. What she's saying is, help you to be the mother that you can be. Ask her to help you to be the mother that you can be, and to heal anything that you did in the past that you wished you'd done better. And she says, forgive yourself. She is sending energy into your children, grandchildren if needed, relatives, children that you've connected with. Just healing anything that you have ever done in your life. Times you said cross words and you wish you hadn't. Times you wish you'd been more supportive. She understands what was happening for you, and she's putting it right. Okay, and now she's stepping back. She's stepping back to her uniform. And the angel Mary is leaving her energy around you in your aura for as long as you need it today. So just know that she's there in your aura to help you. And then open your eyes. Wow. I was not expecting that. Right. Okay. So that was really, for me personally, that was really fascinating, because of all the times I've said, oh, I haven't had time for my children or grandchildren, or I've been cross, or I've been stressed, or whatever. And she just said very clearly, everybody, forgive yourself. And know that she is putting it right as long as you ask her. Yeah, your daughter's name is Linda Maria. Lovely. If you've got Maria in your name, you're connected to Elizabeth. Why did I choose Elizabeth? Because you were connected with the vibration of Elizabeth, and whatever Elizabeth has gone before that you want to be connected to. Now, Maria, you'll thank her and ask her for all the children who come for different things and want to talk. Yeah. If you have Mary's energy around you, children will come and talk to you, because, of course, it's safe, because she's so compassionate, so beautiful. Yeah, Lynn, that bright light was amazing. It was so phenomenal. Of course it was. It was incredible. And you've had many beautiful things happen to you, Lynn. Ah, Alex, you can feel the angels touching your face. Some of these are going so close. I can't see them. You felt Mary there in the session. Christopher, my grandfather saw Mary step out of a picture when he was in a hospital bed. He was terribly injured. Oh, and she was there. Oh, how fabulous. Oh, there are so... I afterwards, I read the comments that come in the questions, but Facebook don't put them all up, so I don't get them all. So sometimes I don't see them, but it's really nice. Yes, Elena Marie said, in addition to various shades of blue, you're also receiving magenta and pink light. It's absolutely true that Mary is coming in on a pink vibration and a magenta vibration sometimes, and is expanding the energy that she's been using to spread love, so that she's doing on all sorts of different ways now. Yeah, it is. She has got a beautiful, beautiful energy. And, anywhere you go, you can just ask her to put her beautiful energy around you, and that's and she will. And you'll then feel the vibration, and children will feel it. Some of you must have heard me talk about when I took an orb, and it was a heart of... the orb was a heart with Chamuel, and I'm sure I've shown it on this program, and it had Chamuel and Mother Mary's energy in it. And I can't just lay my hands on it now. But next day, I went for a walk in the forest, and I visualized that orb that I'd taken around me with Mary's energy there, and it was her magenta energy, which is why I'm remembering this. And it had Chamuel, the angel of love, and Mary's magenta energy. And when I walked in the woods, amazing things happened. Animals came up to me, and an elf with some stuck spirit children that had been lost and obviously stuck for a long time. And as soon as they saw her light around me, they came up to me, and I was able to lift them up, and their mothers collected them. So one little boy who'd run away, and I thought, I wonder what's happened to that little boy. And the elf came along with him, dragging him by the arm. And he too, as soon as he saw that light round me, which was Mary, he came running up to me, and both his parents collected him. Do you know, it's amazing what you can do just by drawing in their energy and visualizing it around yourself, intending it to be around you. As soon as you do that, magical things happen. And it's lovely. I don't even know what more I was going to say. Oh, I know. I was going to say something about pandas. So as you know, I'm sure, my book is The Archangel Guide to the Animal World, and there are some animal cards coming out in the next couple of weeks. And the animals are connected to different archangels, but the panda is connected to Mary. And if you see a panda or you think about a panda, it connects you to Mary, and she connects you to the cosmic heart. So nothing is by chance. If you think about a panda, or you give your child a cuddly panda toy, or you had a cuddly panda toy yourself as a child, it was because you were connecting to Mary and the cosmic heart. Oh, that was so nice, Carol. Thank you. I rested my head on her shoulder. I felt her total understanding, and I was so humbled. Mother Mary, really went through it. Can you imagine, however evolved, however much of a great master you are, to see your child on the cross? She had to go through so much and has huge compassion. Oh, Linda, I've just found my daughter that I gave up for adoption 44 years ago. Should I make contact? Oh, I would say so. Yeah, I'm sure she would want to make contact with you and ask Mary to have her energy around you and forgive yourself for absolutely having to give her up. Such a beautiful exercise for Mary and Angel Mary. I adopted a middle name Maria when I became a Catholic many years ago. No longer a Catholic, but so close to Mother Mary. Absolutely. The vibration of Mary is an incredible one. Hi, they call me to step up in light power. The world needs it. Yes, it does. So powerful. Can you tell me why I can't feel or see angels or anything spiritual? It's so disappointing. Do you know, most people don't see anything half the time. I don't see anything or feel it. I know. Knowing is more important. It's a different vibration. It's a higher frequency. Don't be disappointed. Just absolutely trust. And you know, when you've got that trust, you don't have to do any of the seeing or feeling or anything else. You know. Okay. Yeah, names are lovely. And I've got my naughty dog just jumped up onto the chair beside me. When she was a babe, when she was a puppy and I went to collect her, I said I paid a deposit and said I'd come back next day. And she said to me, my name's Venus. And I went with a friend. I hadn't told her. And she said to me, by the way, I got your dog's name. She told me, name's Venus. I said, I know. So we all get our names, don't we, Venus? Yeah. Corey, I felt huge forgiveness and still going. Perfect timing. Do you know, that's the other thing she can help you with. She can help you to forgive because it's a stone in our hearts. And if we can forgive absolutely everything, then we are clear. And the only thing that takes its place is love. And Mary's love is just so amazing and so powerful. Right, and if you need peace, Sam, then tune in to Mary and ask her, put her blue energy around you and ask her to help you with peace. Yeah, Susan, it is a difficult job being a mum, especially in these days. And nobody gets it right. Nobody can be a perfect mother. And we all tend to carry some guilt for something we've done wrong that we thought was right at the time. It was the only thing we were able to do then. But we didn't get it right for the child. And it's good to know that we can just let it go now. It's time to let it go. So I better start talking about what I'm going to be doing next. I had the feeling to cry. Then you said for healing past things. Okay, I can't read the rest of it. There's something on top of it. Oh, there's just one more thing here. There's another one that came in. If your parents worry about you and they and your sister think negative thoughts about you, as they've done from childhood, a lot of bitterness in this, Does strengthening your energy and aura help that too? Because that's what we did last week. Yes, of course it does. It blocks other people's lower thoughts. If you've got a totally clear fifth dimensional aura, then lower thoughts just bounce off. They can't come in. You've stopped having contact with your family a year ago, but this autumn your mother started calling again. Of course, she loves you. She wants to speak to you. I ended up answering how I'm doing and realized it's better they don't know anything about my life, because that way they have less to think about. Okay, Susanna. First, put Gabriel's diamond over you. Then, when you have had Gabriel's diamond around your energy fields and it's purified your energy fields, ask Mary to put her beautiful, compassionate blue light in your aura. And then you might feel differently about them. And fill your aura with the gold ray of Christ. And I think you'll find that if you start affirming, I am calm and confident, your aura will feel full. And start affirming you are loved. And that way, when you connect with them, instead of them hitting your wall, which is what's happening now, and they're trying to get through your protective wall, they will be hitting a love energy, and they will feel that they can come closer to you, and you'll feel safer to go closer to them. Okay, next week is a special week. I am not doing Facebook Live. I am doing a Zoom from 7 to 8:30, working with your guardian angel and the angel of your home. And we're going to be doing all sorts of things to connect with our guardian angels at a higher level. Even if you've already connected, your frequency has had to have gone up because the whole planet is rising so fast. And as you connect with her, as you connect with your guardian angel at a higher level, you might even get a new name because it's a reflection of the new frequency around you. We will do some exercises about how you can work with your guardian angel to heal relationships, to talk to other people, to get some of the things that you want in your life that you're blocking. And we'll talk to the angel of your home or your office and learn what they can do to look after your house, to help you, your animals, your garden, and everything else. Very, very exciting. I'm looking forward to that. That's £5.50. You have to go into my new website, which is getting better. It's had a lot of problems, and book that. And on Sunday, the 27th of January, we're going to do from 7 to 9, the latest on the 12th, 5th dimensional and 6th dimensional chakras. It will include from the 6th dimension doing much more work to build our Antakarana bridge, to connect to our monad, because we are preparing for more monadic merges or more monadic connections in the near future. I think it's going to be very exciting, very high frequency, and I'm really looking forward to it. And let's get ready to end this session now by putting that light of Mary around us and sending it out to the world, to all the children of the world that need help, to all the mothers in the world that need help. Just bathing everyone with energy. Remember, Mary has millions and millions and millions of angels working with her. If we can send that light out to the world, all those angels can touch a child and help them. Let's end by just sending out as much light as we can. Thank you. Okay, hopefully see you all next Wednesday. Looking forward to it. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in.